What is going on, guys? Now, recently on the 9x9, I have been talking about how I think Michieletto is the best player in the world. And today, we're going to break that down a little bit, all right? The 23-year-old outside just had another incredible season where he carried Trentino to his second Scudetto of his career. And he did it in a way by quietly dominating like really no one has before. The Superlega does not release yearly regular season awards or MVPs or anything like that. He was named the finals MVP. Now, if no one else will, I will crown him the official regular season MVP. When we're talking about the MVP, there's always a question. Is it the best player in the league, or is it a player who's more important to their team? And for me, Michieletto is both of those things. First and foremost, his season was nothing short of dominant. He had a career high in every single category, 391 points. He had 324 kills on 617 attempts. He had 34 aces and 33 blocks. He had a 525 with a 470 efficiency while averaging 0.4 aces per set and 0.39 blocks per set. He was the only player in the league to be in the top 20 for all officially statted categories. He was third in points, he was third in kills, he was third in aces, he was 14 in blocks, but second amongst outside hitters, and 20th in perfect passes. And now for some reason, in volleyball, we don't stat digs. The Boomers never played defense, so digs, not important. We just create an entire position for defense, but it doesn't matter. Their stats don't matter. Let's not even worry about it, okay? If you are a little bit newer to volleyball, you might ask, Everett, he didn't lead in any of these categories. How is he the best player in the world? How is he the MVP if he's not the top scorer in the Superlega? Now, the top scorers in the league generally aren't the players from the best team. That's because you're generally going to need 2 or 3 elite options to be able to carry you through to a championship, right? If one guy's not having an off night, you're going to need to go to someone else. If you look at the top 10 scorers in the Superlega this year, only 2 of them made the semifinals, and that was Michieletto in third, the third top scorer, and Bentara, the 10th top scorer. Now, when looking at Michieletto's impact on his team, this isn't saying that the rest of his team isn't doing anything. There's a reason why Trentino are the Scudetto champ. There's a reason they're one of the best teams in the world. This is a quality team all throughout the lineup. As Richlicki, Lavia, Spertoli, Flavio down the middle as well, Lorenzano and as a libero, but they have no one who's a real star. To back that up even more, Michieletto had 211 more points than the next highest guy in the team, and in the regular season, he scored 27% of Trentino's points. But to me, what makes him so elite is his scoring. His ability to put the ball away with absolute ease while also not making any errors. If you look at some of his numbers this year, hitting a 525 is really, really good. It's not the best of his career, but it's really, really good. And the same thing with the 470 efficiency. That is sky high. That's middle numbers from someone on the outside. And we can even dive into it a little bit deeper, comparing Michieletto to the 2024-2025 scoring champ in Nomori Keita. Keita, should be noted, plays as an opposite, Michieletto as an outside hitter. So Michieletto does much more in terms of defense and in terms of passing. But when you look at their stats, Michieletto and Keita beats him in almost every single category. He has more kills, he has a higher hitting percentage, he has a better efficiency. However, when you break it down a little bit more and you look at the numbers, Keita made 128 errors in the regular season. And when I say errors, that means unforced errors and times he's been blocked combined, right? We're just going to put that all into one category. Keita made 128 errors. Michieletto only made 59. So Keita averaged 1.7 errors per set, attacking errors per set, whereas Michieletto only averaged 0.7. 0.702 is exactly what Michieletto averaged in the regular season. So his efficiency is so good, and he makes very, very rarely makes any errors. And to me, that's one of the reasons what makes him so damn elite. The second part of why I think Michieletto is so elite, the best player in the world, is his ability to up his game when it comes to the playoffs and win championships. Now, if you look at his numbers from the regular season to the playoffs, he ups it in every single category. Every single category. If you're looking at his hitting and his efficiency, if you're looking at his average aces per set and his blocks per set, he ups his hitting from a 525 to a 542. His efficiency from a 470 to a 480. His serving was the biggest part of it, from 0.4 aces per set to 0.6 aces per set, which is a 50% jump in aces per set, which is absolutely massive. And then also ups his blocking game to 0.42 blocks per set. When his team needs him the most, he is able to get it done, right? You can be really, really good all throughout the regular season, just like James Harden. But if you want to be in the GOAT talk like Michael Jordan, you got to get it done in the playoffs. And that's exactly what Michieletto did this year. This isn't a new thing either. This isn't a new thing that Michieletto is helping lead a team to a championship. And in fact, it's become pretty regular, right? If you look at this year, he won the Scudetto and was the MVP. Last year, he led Trentino to the Champions League title as the MVP. In 2023, he won his first Scudetto. If you go back to 2022, that's when he helped Italy win a world championship. If you look at 2021, his craziest year as a 19-year-old, got to start at the Olympics alongside Wantarena, then won a European championship with Italy, helped them to that, and then led Italy to a U21 world championship where he was the MVP. This is consistently where Michieletto is able to lead his team to championships. And once again, he's only 23 years old. At such a young age, Michieletto has already won some of the most prestigious trophies in the world, right? He's won a world championship, he's won a European championship, he's won an Italian Scudetto, and he's won a Champions League. Now, the most surprising omission from his trophy case is an Italian Cup, but I'm sure he'll pick up one up some point. And then he's also missing the VNL championships, the Club World Championships, and of course, the Olympic Games. But when you consider the fact that arguably he's already done more for the Italian national team in Italian volleyball than Wantarena and Zaitsev, it's not too bad for a 23-year-old. The truth is, when I think about Michieletto's play this year and how he just absolutely put Trentino on his back to lead them to this championship, I can't think of another player who was able to do that. Right? If you look at how Leon wasn't able to win anything with Perugia, finally when they won, he was coming off the bench with Semeniuk and Ishikawa started. If you look at how Wantarena was with Lube, sure they won 3 in a row, but he was playing alongside De Cecco and Simone and a whole bunch of other legends, right? If you look down the years, every single one of these championship teams have major components. And now I'm not saying once again that Trentino didn't have major components, but it's very, very clear that Michieletto is the absolute guy. Now, if you're a Volleyball Source OG, you know why we call Michieletto the unicorn. But for those of you who might be new, we call him that because, to be honest, there's no one like him. There's no other 6'11" left side who's a lefty who can bang balls, bully you from the baseline, and shut down all the best opposites in the world. 6'11" left side who grew up playing libero, so he passes and plays defense like one. There's no one who has such an all-around game in every single category. But as of right now, what's making Michieletto more and more of a unicorn is his championship mindset, and pairing that together, the physicality that literally no one has ever seen before, and almost an unprecedented ability to win. There's no doubt we're watching the growth of a special athlete, and why that I think that right now in 2025, Michieletto is the best men's volleyball player in the world. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Did you agree with it? Let us know in the comments. Disagree with it? Let us know in the comments. Now, if you want more of the best volleyball content on the internet, make sure you subscribe to here. Volleyball Source 2.0. You can also check out our weekly podcast called The 9x9 that's streamed live here on YouTube. And you can find it on other places as well. And you might also want to join our Discord community. We've got over 2,500 volleyball fans from all around the world. And finally, make sure you don't miss our 2025 VNL coverage all throughout June and July of 2025. Thanks a lot for checking out, and we'll see you next time.